coach in Colorado history, Coach Prime.
I just want you to know, I'm coming.
We're bringing our luggage.
Overnight, Colorado goes from a brand that's honestly been forgotten to all of a sudden a lot of attention, a lot of buzz.
We didn't just bring you in here to just compete. We brought you in here to dominate.
And this is the type of guy that I think can do that because he is one of one.
It's going to be a different place, a different feel, a different attitude, a different energy.
You're either doing it right and you're producing or you're not.
You got to pull up to this baby because ain't none of this free. You got to go get it, and it's going to cost you something.
It ain't about what they doing. It's always about us. 15 opportunities to come out here and invest and compete at a championship level.
Bring the intensity right here. Be who we are. Make it happen right now today. Run out. I need everything you got right now.
We're building a team. I want more than that. I want it to be more than a team.
It's a new era. They came out to see what we do.
Who ready? I'm ready. Who ready? I'm ready. Who ready? I'm ready. Well, give me my damn theme music.
That's the prime effect that you talk about, Chris.
Not just his story, but our history has proven that we win. We're winners, man. We want to do it now, create the best roster possible. We don't apologize for that.
I only know how to do things one way, and that's with every darn that career. And we make no excuses. We make no excuses. A bunch of like-minded men who want to get their education, who want to play pro football, and want to win. Guess what, baby? It's on.
All righty, right on. My bad. Guys, this is it is what it is, man. I'm kind of lost for words with this one because I just knew we was gonna go out there and do what we had to do. The Colorado Buffaloes held them to just 7 points for a while. UCLA just got it going. They came out at halftime, and obviously Chip Kelly synced something in the film. He came out. Somebody said I would be better off as alive. They just came out and they struck early, man. UCLA immediately quit running the football. They started going to the air. Our defense did their job tonight. It was one thing that really struck me off guard, and that was Shiloh getting ejected. Now, for Shiloh to be getting ejected for targeting, they say, that wasn't right, bro. That was not right. It's just crazy, bro. I just knew we can go to Pasadena and get the win. And for a minute, man, for a second, it looked like we had them, bro. We had them nailed to the cross. We had them. Then all of a sudden, our offensive line just could not. They just could not. Bro, they had 4 turnovers, bro. Travis was single-handedly keeping us in position to win this game. Bro. Travis, he was doing everything he could to keep us in the game, bro. It was hard to see Shedeur take the hits he was taking, bro. My God, man. Just the hit Shedeur was Man, Shador was seen limping at times, bro. So as of right now, we don't even know if Shador is 100%. Did y'all not see that? They had 4 turnovers. Our defense created 4 turnovers, bro. We didn't score off none of them. None of them. None of them, bro. Now, I know people want to point the finger at Sean Lewis. I know people want to point the finger at Sean Lewis. But, bro, we can't do that. We can't point fingers at Sean Lewis, and I'll tell you why right now. We cannot point fingers at Sean Lewis because for the simple fact, our offensive line is trash. I just got to keep it real, bro. It's trash, bro. We're trash. And so we cannot get the pointing fingers like, well, you know what? Sean Lewis could call this. There's nothing for him to call. Shador don't even have enough time to get the ball out, bro. And this is no disrespect to none of the offensive linemen. I love them all dearly. But, bro, we have to get it together, dog. Like, I don't want to throw shade at the O-line, but come on, bro. Come on, bro. Now, it was great to see Savion Washington out there, and I could tell from him being out there, it looked like it was going to make a difference that he was out there, which it did for the right side. It did for the right side of the ball. It did, but they were still bringing the house. Bro, their linebackers wasn't even getting set, bro. They was standing up at the line, bro. They was bringing the house. Unbelievable, bro. Bro, it is not Sean Lewis' fault. Bro, I don't get how y'all can sit up here and say it's Sean Lewis' fault. It is not Sean Lewis' fault, bro. If the offensive line can't block for him to call the accurate plays, it's just not his fault. The offensive line cannot block. They can't block. And so if he was to call anything, crossing routes, slants, post, fade, it don't matter. Shador cannot get the ball out in time. Now, I seen some people saying how Alto didn't play. And it dawned on me. Alto probably didn't. Coach not putting people in because the offensive line is not there yet, bro. I just gotta keep it real. I just gotta keep it real, man. Our offensive line, bro, we need Tyler Brown. Who just said that? Bro, they need Tyler Brown. Bro, the pressure is coming from the left side. The right side could hold. Y'all got to watch the game. The right side could hold. It's always that left side. It's detrimental. It's detrimental, man. But I just dropped the link down in the chat, man. Look, guys, before y'all come on, don't get on here cursing, bro. Because if you get on here cursing, you gotta go. You gotta go. I'm just keeping it real. If you get on here cursing, bro, you gotta go. Look, everybody be respectful to the team. Don't get the pointing fingers. We're not pointing fingers. Just voice your opinion. Say what you gotta say, and let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Because I know we all mad. I'm mad. I'm mad for real. But we can't get up here and point fingers and just say it's this person's fault, that person's fault. We cannot do that. Shout out to you for the super chat. Hold on. I'm trying to see what he said. He said, toss the whole bleep offensive line in the portal. Tell them boys is trash. Need to add a second tight end to help with blocking on the left. On the left, act like they don't want to block. They play lazy and missing to slide over. Bro, I said, look, bro, DJ, you watch the game. The pressure is coming from the left side. People can say what they want. Savion Washington had the right side cool. The pressure, I mean, they were sending the house, bro. They were sending the linebackers weren't even set, bro. They was already at the line. They was telling everybody they're coming to get your door. They was blatant with it this game. I've never seen a team so blatant with the blitz, bro. It was like Madden. You knew they was blitzing, bro. It was just like Madden, bro. The defense they was playing tonight on the Buffs, you knew they was bleeding. All linebackers, they bringing the house. They're bringing the house, and it worked. It worked. It worked. But with all that being said, man, let me bring some of you guys up on here. Don't get on here cursed, man. What's going on with your player?
What's up, John? I see you kind of liberal on the situation, but this is what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna blame Sean Lewis, but he's getting out schemed, right? The defense is recognizing he's running the same plays, constant. We're not getting no push on the rush. He's not adjusting to the defense with his personnel. That's my whole argue with Sean. Sean is you got the pressure coming from the left side. You don't bring a tight end in. You don't put the McCaskill. He's a bigger back that can hold off a little bit of pressure. Shedeur only needs a small amount of time, bro. He can fire.
Second and a half.
You get what I'm saying? He can fire. He doesn't adjust at all. Sean does not adjust. And I think he's used to a more of that tempo cowboy style football. And this is not fitting our program with the players that we got. That's all I'm gonna say about it. He's just not fit for what we're trying to accomplish with the player. We got fast, agile players that can go up and get the ball. He's not even catering to that at all.
Right. Well, bro, I appreciate you checking in here with us, man.
No problem.
I got a bunch of people backstage, man. Shout out to you, bro. What's up with you, Brody?
What's up? Hey, I feel good. I just feel like the plays that they was running, it was good. It was just the left side of the offense. I just feel like if they could have held that left side a little bit more, it would have been way better.
Bro, that left side is just
it's the left side,
bro.
It's the left side. If the left blockers could have held that side a little bit more, he don't need that much time to get the ball off. He either go run out the pocket and throw it. He don't need that much time. They just want blocking. The left side just want blocking. I feel like it was some good plays that was being called. Just if we had the left side managed, would have had touchdowns.
Yeah, and then, bro, a lot of people want to blame Sean Lewis. I feel like we cannot blame him because we don't know what plays is getting called if Shedeur's running for his life.
Yeah, cannot blame him. This game, we cannot blame him for that. This game, we can't do that. It was the left side of the offensive line.
Yeah. Well, brother, I appreciate you checking in. What else you gonna say?
It's just like this. Every game, we have something that's going wrong. Then we go to practice and work on it, and then we come back the next game and have something else going on. We have to go work for it. Like it's every game is something new. We always go work on the things that we have to do that's messed up in the game before. Then we gotta come back and work on something. So now you gotta go work on the offensive line and get that together.
Bro, it's been the offensive line all season, bro.
Yeah, it have. But it haven't been this bad though at all. It haven't been this bad.
No.
But all right, thank you for having
me. Shout out to you, bro. What's going on? You on here live with John the Liquidator? Gotta go. What's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing much, man.
Look, man, I got a couple things, and I'm gonna take a piece of because I've been listening, and I'm gonna take a piece of what all the callers said, just because I really analyzed this game, and I was a college wide receiver. So what I've been seeing is, I know you said it's not Sean Lewis' fault,
right?
But I'm gonna say about on the offensive side, about 75 to 80% is Sean Lewis' fault,
right?
And I know you trying to hold on because we saw how awful that line was, right, John?
Bro, they was bringing the house.
That line was. And the line was terrible because we seen all the games of Shedeur scrambling, Shedeur making plays, Shedeur going back to the bench no matter how hard it seemed. but we never seen him limping.
Never seen him, bro. Never seen him limping. Today was the first day ever. I done seen Shador limp. I done seen this man play in person. I ain't never seen him limp. I done seen him get hit. Two big defensive linemen hit him, sandwich him. Never seen him limp.
Exactly. So that's why I want to get you at, John. That's why I said that, because I wanted to get you there. Now, the last caller said we got other players on the team, such as an Austin McCaskill. First of all, Sean Lewis, why are we playing a Dylan Edwards? Why are we playing smaller players when we can shift players to our weaker side?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Look, you see what Chip Kelly did. He adjusted to our defense was the best I ever seen him.
Yeah.
Defense was the best I ever seen.
And I agree
Minus
100%.
that weak call of our one of our top safeties getting thrown out. But
that was a
regardless
bogus
of that,
call.
I give it to Kelly. Kelly still made adjustments, and the deep, mind you, UCLA was blowing teams out 42-9, 34-8. They scored over 35 points in every single game.
Wow.
And through the third quarter, what we was holding them at, John?
14.
Mind you, we had 4 takeaways,
4
turnovers.
And did not score.
My college coach used to tell me 2 to 3 turnovers, we win in a game. 2 to 3 turnovers, we win in a game, in a college football game, because you're not being so timid to go out and do what you need to do on the offensive side of the ball.
Right.
And I felt like Sean Lewis was being timid. I didn't see no plays that he normally run. And those plays I definitely don't disagree with. I mean, disagree with sometimes that he run.
Right.
But these he wasn't running. I mean, come on. If you got a weak side of the line, then bring Austin. I'm tired of seeing Austin come in the fourth quarter and bullying boys.
I feel like it's a reason why Alto not playing. And
I feel like
I know why, but I don't want to come public with it. I know why Alto's not playing.
Okay, I'll give you that, John. But I am also tired of I'm not gonna call no names, but the different personnel of players. Because another thing is, if you look at Shador, a lot of his reads is off. You want to know why? It's so many different players playing.
Yeah.
It's so many different players playing. And it's like he cannot gel with players because there's so many different players playing.
Right.
If you look at all the top teams, they're not playing 4 to 6 to 7, 8 different wide receivers,
right.
3 to 4 to 5 different backs. It's like you got to pick your personnel, you got to stick with it, and then you got to evolve a plan around your personnel. And like the last caller said, it's like every week we got to go back to the drawing board after we fix one problem and then go back and fix the next problem. You want to know why? It's because we're playing so many different players that every player is making another problem.
Right.
It's like today, we saw Mathis in the game, another freshman.
Bro, and now, is it me or was this Mathis' first time playing?
It was his first time playing. That's what I'm telling you, John. This is what I'm telling you. It's like I get Dion's philosophy of you do good in practice and you get to play. But when you playing at a Pac-12 level, we're talking about Power 5 football,
right?
Where teams, they know their players. They know the ground to their. They know the ground of their. Who's going to, when it's the thick of the game, who's going to be playing? And it's no reason why in the Rose Bowl, we're talking about the Rose Bowl. I'm talking not the game, but the Rose Bowl. I don't know if people on the line understand how iconic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Playing in that atmosphere is. I've been there and seen how iconic. So that can discourage players. Right. And now you're playing players who never ever played in the game before.
Right.
You gotta stick with a personnel. You got to evolve your team around that personnel. But what's happening is every week we're fixing the problem and saying, hey, you was the problem. Let's throw this player in there. Right. And we can't do that. I think, like I said, we should have won this game, John.
Bro.
We should have. I told myself, if UCLA is only up by 14, only scored 14 to 21 points, we should win this game. This was a winnable game. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
Look, I know we was up by 29 at Stanford, but in my eyes, this was a more winnable game than the Stanford game.
Bro, all we had to do was score.
I was telling my wife this the whole time.
All we got to do is score.
Look, I said, look, all we have to do is score. And that's why I said Sean Lewis comes in. Because how many times was we at the 15 and the 20?
Yeah.
How many times was we at the 15 and the 20? At the 15 and the 20,
I would say at least 3 times for sure.
What you say?
At least 3 times for sure.
I don't care how many times. I don't care how awful your offensive line is. When you at that 15 to 20, you got a playbook for that.
Them facts, bro.
You got a playbook for that.
I can't even argue that. You know what I'm saying?
John, go back and look at this game, and I want you to look at the defense, and I want you to look at how many times we was at that 20-yard line. I don't care how bad that offensive line is. You got plays for that. Because what we call that's goal line.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, bro, I appreciate you checking in, man.
Already, man.
This is, man, I'm just lost for words, man. I appreciate you, though.
Yeah, I'm lost for words too, man. Because look, I knew if we came in how we were prepared, because we were prepared.
Yeah, clearly, because we held them to 7 points going into the third.
Right.
I think in the third they scored 1, so now we got them down to just 14. It was 6 to 14, and so that shows me right there. That was a clear indicator. Oh yeah, we ready, bro. I'm sitting. Look, bro. I'm sitting at the crib waiting. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, bro. This is it right here. Yeah. Come on, two. Come on. This is damn.
I was feeling the same
bro.
Way. That's why I said I'm not putting this on the defense at all today. I'm not putting this on the defense. But man, shake the haters off, man. Continue doing what you're doing, man. Look, keep doing your thing, man. It's a pleasure talking to you on here, man.
All righty, bro. I appreciate it.
Hopefully we can switch it around, man.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully, man. The show got to go on. Hello? You gotta go, player. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, I got you, bro.
Man, I'm so mad, bro. I just don't understand. I don't understand why we didn't see Alto until the fourth quarter, man. I understand, he got a bad offensive line.
I think I know why, bro. What you
at least put a man at the 15. You see, you don't got no time to throw the ball in the end zone, so at least run it.
Right.
Put somebody in there. They got some power behind them running to the touchdown. And the offensive line, we might well we going 4-8. I don't want to hear nothing about no bowl game. It ain't no bowl game. We ain't got no offensive line. We don't have an offensive line, man.
And so you go just out the gate. You go out the gate. Say it's over.
Reality, man. I'm accepting reality.
Out the gate. You said you're saying we're done.
Yes, we need to be recruiting. Did you see the offensive line?
I see.
Do you think that the rest of the teams that we have on our schedule is any worse as far as like their defensive line, bro? We can't stop a nosebleed. You don't got time to do anything.
Bro, you said we can't stop a nosebleed.
We can't, bro. But what I don't understand is I understand you can't really point one finger, all the fingers at Sean Lewis.
Yeah, but man, because you can't, bro.
At least put in 2 tight ends, like do something.
Bro, to be honest, I don't think we have a 2 tight end set. Who else do we got? We got Mikey, and then we got Javon Antonio, but Javon Antonio coming in for who he be coming in for, Zay?
Yeah.
And so we kind of need Javon Antonio at wide receiver. So we can't really use him as like in a double tight end set. Who do we have?
We can't put like a defensive lineman that don't really get no playing time.
We need him OD. We need him OD.
No, I'm talking about what's the big guy name? That 5-star that big guy who don't really play like that. What's his name?
Who?
Smalls.
JaVale.
We can't put him
JaVale
at
Small.
fullback. He'll slow down somebody.
Right.
Like, come on, I need to see some type of creativity, man. Like, they got the little number 3 back there in the backfield. He can't stop nobody coming through there.
Right.
Put a defensive lineman in there to try to slow down something. Lord, I cut my TV off, man. I cut
For
my
real,
TV
bro.
off.
You done cut the TV off on
I
him, dog.
cut the TV off, dog. I just couldn't take it no
man.
more, man. I couldn't take it no more. I thought Shador was gonna get hurt. How much they was hitting him, man? He was limping and stuff.
And bro, that is
That scared me.
That is what is concerning me. Is Shador limping. Well, bro, I ain't gonna hold you, man.
I'd be surprised if we get another win, man. I'm just being honest with you. We gotta accept reality. We ain't going to no bowl game. We might as well flush that down the toilet and start focus on recruiting.
Right.
But yeah, man. Shake the haters off, man. You keep doing what you're doing.
And somebody said where Slusher played. Hey, Coach G, I just made you a moderator. And so if anybody in here talking reckless, Coach G, get them up out of here, bro. Get them up out of here, Coach G. Hold on, I got somebody calling in. What's going on? You on the phone live with John the Liquidator.
What's up, John the Liquidator? This is Cheyenne calling back from earlier today. I was calling in hopeful, saying that we were going to go back to Colorado, celebrating. Really, really tough loss again. I'm not sure what's going on. It's definitely very frustrating to see us get better in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Making the correct 3-4 minutes left. It's like the comeback story. It's a cool story, but can we please stop having this story every single week? I just want us to see us piece it all together. Play 4 quarters of good football. 4 turnovers and we did not win the game?
Yeah.
Shador, like he hurt. It's so frustrating. A lot of people put a lot of time and attention and investment in this team, and we are true believers. And then to see it come out like a slap in our face, the lack of care it almost looks like, the defensive and the defense did great, but the offensive line 1 second and everybody got beat. That's crazy. You got to have some heart, some discipline, some want to. That's not something that the coach can put in you.
Yeah.
I mean, not even for 2-3 seconds, we can't hold him. I literally saw Trevor Woods get picked up and thrown to the ground. And I'm not just saying about one player, but I'm just saying I saw this.
Right. Well, I appreciate you calling in.
I'm sorry, we shaking the haters off. I had to vent real quick, man.
And look, this is what I'm here for. I'm here so everybody could vent and let their frustrations out right here with me live. This is why I do this. Shout out to you. Yeah, bro. She mad, dog. She hot. I ain't gonna hold her, bro. What's going on, bro? You on here live with John the Liquidator. You on mute, bro. Yep, he gone. Somebody else calling in. What's going on, man? You on here live with John the Liquidator. What's going on, Carpet Tech?
Yeah, how you feeling, man?
Hey, man, to be honest with you, Carpet Tech, I'm just kind of lost for words at this point, man. I feel like we had them, bro. We had this game. We should have won this one, dog. Period. Carpet Tech. Man, I don't know what happened, Carpet Tech. I don't know what happened. Let me bring somebody else up on the panel.
Night, Dad.
Come get her.
Hello?
Yo, what up, man?
What's good, bro? You on here live with John the Liquidator.
Ain't nothing, baby. Shake the haters off, baby. You know what time it is.
Oh, yeah. So how you feel about the game, man? What's your thoughts?
Hey, look, man. First, man, I'm just going to get on the defense first, man.
Yeah.
All right. Check me out, though. Whatever happened to the bump and run, man? Like, all these receivers that's playing Colorado get free releases. They get free releases. I understand they want to play their coverage or whatever, but what happened to jamming these tight ends off the line? What happened to jamming these receivers off the line? They're giving them free releases off the line, letting them get into their routes. I mean, that's a coordinator. That's a coordinator. That's a coach right there, man.
Right.
Because you got to understand, even the dude that killed us in Stanford, they never put a hand on this dude, man. They let him get into his route, let him go into his slant without even like jamming him at the line. They letting the tight ends get off the line, free releases. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. And then, Bishop Thomas, he barely got in the game, which he's one of our best run stoppers for real. He barely got in the game. Kamani ain't never see the field. And right. I'm seeing him fell off all week, and he damn near picking shit off. I don't understand.
I gotta let you go, bro. Look, guys, you cannot get on here and curse, man. That's automatic. I gotta cut you off. What's going on, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. What's your thoughts, bro?
Man. You've been grinding, man. Congratulations on all the success.
Right on, man. Right on.
Yeah. So another game, another loss, but it's all good. I mean,
it's another learning experience, lesson learned.
Yeah, I mean, it's how you want to frame it. I think for people who are watching college football, haven't been college football fans for a long time, or sports fans, a lot of them, the trials and tribulations of having your heart into a team and having them take you on highs and then put you down on lows, I think for many people is a first. So it really hurts them. Like, I don't think very many people have been this passionate about a team in a long time.
Yeah. And so, like, looking at everything that Chip Kelly did to pull off this victory, what stood out to you the most?
Yeah, I think they stayed true to who they were, right? So a lot of people have been saying there was why do we use so many players? Well, you as a coach, you play the hand that you're dealt. Chip Kelly had to use 2 quarterbacks back and forth.
Yeah.
Now, if Colorado did that, we would have the same complaint. But Chip Kelly is simply doing what he needs to do to win the football game. Right? He's just using the players that he needs situationally to win the football game. I thought that the defense played the best game that they've played so far this year.
100%.
One of the big complaints we had coming into this game was crossing routes. I think they played the crossing routes well, and we didn't get ate up, just people coming across the middle free. So what really I think the coaches did, Coach Hart with the linebackers, is that you saw them getting back into space and really playing the crossing routes, which, when you watch Well Off Media and all of the work that they've been doing, that really paid off. I think the defensive line also held up. We weren't perfect, but they played a lot better. And then, of course, Travis is putting on a clinic on what it means to be a generational cornerback. The plays that he's making at cornerback are absolutely incredible. He's baiting quarterbacks into throwing interceptions. So, it was a loss, but I think the big thing that I'm walking away from is the defense can play.
Yep.
They can play when they're playing against a bigger O-line, and the defensive line is getting better. The linebackers are getting better, and the secondary is going to be there. The loss of Shiloh was a big loss. So, on the offensive side, I'm not a big offensive guy. I know the blame could go around, but I was just really, really impressed with the showing that the defense had.
Yeah. And so with the Shiloh incident, with him being sent out to the game for they consider targeting, what is your thoughts about that? Do you think that was a target that hit? Me personally, I don't think it was. I believe Shiloh made a play on the ball. The guy was clearly not defensively because he was in the midst of, catching the ball, making a break, and trying to score. And so, what is your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so the thing that you love about Shiloh is also the thing that makes Shiloh that he needs to work on. So Shiloh, like you said, he's the head of the headache game. And when you have players who play that aggressive, they're always looking for the big hit.
Right.
One, they're going to miss tackles because they're never coming in to wrap up. He's just unloading his shoulder, right?
Out the gate.
And number 2, you're going to have situations like this. So I always say with targeting, if it was on our player, we would want to call. Because if somebody got up under one of our players on the Colorado's team chin like that, I don't think it's not intentional, He wasn't meaning to go high. It's just how his body uncoiled that his head ended up under his chin. So I think all players deserve to be protected. It was just a big loss. Now, the lesson, like you said, the lesson learned for Shiloh is, yes, we know you like to get big hits, but you got to pick those spots because it's more important to also wrap up. That's one of the issues that I see on our defense. Too many broken tackles, too many yards after the initial contact. But yeah, I mean, it sucked. You know, it's terrible that we lost.
It did, and it's just, man, I don't know, man. Just like how you stated, man, it's just a lot of fans around the country that has never dealt with anything like this. A lot of these fans pretty much haven't had a favorite team, especially on a college level, like what we're seeing Coach Prime do. And guys, we just got to be mindful. This is just 1 year, bro. This is just 1 year. This is just 1 year.
It is just 1 year, and I keep, this is what I say, because I'm in business, I'm married, I have a kid. Anything that is worth doing is going to take time. Like you built a YouTube channel. Most people don't know the ups and downs that you had to go through.
Yeah.
And I'm just letting people know, when you watch the game, you have to understand that you're watching people work themselves out of the darkness into the light. They have to go back and watch the film. And what I'm impressed by is the biggest issue that we had. So the offense got off to a great start for the season, and the defense was usually the issue, right? People putting up 40 points on us, 400, 500 yards, quarterbacks throwing 4 or 5 touchdowns in a game. They're starting to address those issues, and I like the progress that they're making on that side of the ball. The one thing that I want to maybe hear people talk about in the chat is everybody is saying the O-line is bad. When you watch them, it's hard to have any other statement about how they played except they played poorly.
Right.
But I don't know if the issue is just their overall ability or lack of communication, because some of those guys were coming so free that it's almost like missed assignment. And whenever I saw Prime really get upset, and a lot of people in the chat saying like he was too cool, or, the one thing I kept hearing him mouth was, just do your job.
Yeah, definitely.
Just do your job. I don't know if the O-line really has the communication there. I don't know how much communication is necessary in a Sean Lewis offense for the offensive line. But that's a big issue that I see for the Buffaloes, even with substitutions. They seem like they don't really have the right personnel. Slusher's looking around for the call. The DBs are always looking for the call. So I think there's a lot of communication and improvement in communication so they can get the play in. People could know their assignments and just basically do their job. But that's something I saw on the O-line. I was like, well, some guys were just coming through completely untouched.
Bro.
Right? And then you have a double team on somebody and somebody else is coming clean. So communication definitely needs
I feel like it's football IQ. A lot of those linemen, man, the football IQ might not be there. Not to, say that is the case, but, you got to know your responsibility at all times when you're out there on the field. And then, like, not just know yours, you got to know pretty much the guy next to you assignment, making sure he on point, because if we're not on point, this is what we get. Well, brother, I appreciate you coming on here with me, man. Shout out to you for always dropping jewels to everybody. And is there anything else that you want to say?
No, man, just listen, like in life, when you follow football, if you as everybody is as invested in this team as we all are, this is what team sports and following a team is all about. You hear this from Browns fans. You hear this from the Bengals fans for the longest time. It's that up and down, bro. Just stick in there, watch them develop as a team, and be a true fan. You got to support them. Don't just be fair weather, right? You got to support them when they're down. You got to support them when they're losing and when they're winning. Everybody deserves to give their feedback. And, I'm sure Colorado is open to criticism. But watch the game and see how they're improving overall as a team.
Yeah. All righty, bro. Have a good night, brother. Yeah, bro.
What up, bro?
What's up with you, man? How you feel about the game, bro?
All right. First of all, how you doing? How everybody doing in the chat? This is how I feel about the game. Okay, 2 things, and it's just my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
The offensive coordinator is running a high school offense with a running quarterback. Okay? Do we even have a fullback? Do we have a fullback?
I've never seen us play a fullback.
Okay.
Do we have 2 tight end sets? You just said earlier you never seen that either.
Nope, I never seen us go double tight end.
Do we have a tight end screenplay? Do we have a running back screenplay? Do we have any screenplays? Have you seen him run a screen?
Yeah, oh yeah, bro. We used to run a lot of those bubble screens and slip screens and stuff early on, but as like basically in these last couple games, we have not been seeing them run them screens as much.
Or the sweep. Did you see him run the sweep today?
No, I didn't see a sweep at all today.
Okay. This is an offensive coordinator, but he's like he's playing Madden. And he gotta go. He just gotta go. You know, if your quarterback is taking your job, if you can't do in-game adjustments, you surely got halftime. So he had 6 sacks at the half. So you already know they're not even getting down on the 3-point stand. They're running straight to the backfield. So you either gonna have to go and get in an I formation and throw out of the play action to make them be honest, but you're gonna have to do something. You can't just stand back there in the shotgun knowing that 5 people plus a fullback is running full speed to get to your quarterback. It just don't make sense to me. And it's I almost said something. It's sabotage. To me, it's sabotage when it comes to him. Like, cause you know what's gonna happen.
Right.
You know, and you know, but hey, it's a road game. We're on the road. They wouldn't, you know, if you can't establish a running game on the road, 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose. We substituted that with a lot of turnovers, but we still couldn't run the football. And if you don't run the football on the road with the offense being on the field that amount of time and the defense being on the field amount of time, that's why you're seeing in the 3rd quarter and the 4th quarter, defense kind of give up some plays they wouldn't give it up.
Click on the link.
You know, but hey, man, that's all I got, man. I'm a little bit frustrated, bro.
Me
But
too, bro.
it'll be all good though.
Oh yeah, shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you coming on. What's going on? You're on here live with John the Liquidator.
John, hey man, I'm mad, man. I'm sad right now. I'm hurt.
Hey, look,
I'm
this
hurt.
is why I do this, bro. So everybody can listen. Everybody that's in the chat, this is the safe zone. You can come on here and you can say whatever you want, just as long as you don't curse and get the bashing players and coaches and stuff like that.
Here. No, man, but I just want to say, look, I think for me, from when I look at this game and just when I look at the whole team, I think it's a personnel issue, man. I think they're playing way too many people, and I think you have a lot of unhappy guys in that locker room.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
And then like with the whole Trevor Woods experiment that they're doing with him is very weird, man.
That linebacker.
Yeah, it's weird. Like he's a solid.
He's going
player.
back and forth.
It's weird, man. Like he's a solid player, but I think the quickness, he's not fast enough. A couple plays, he just let people get outside him. He was very tentative. He don't go tackle. He let the tackle comes to him.
Right.
And then like, man, you didn't see no Demoy Kennedy. He's supposed to be the fast one. Like at that time, we need that type of person, that personnel on the field.
Yeah.
I didn't see much of Marvin Ham. I don't even know what's going on with Juju. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just like, man, when you see a game you can win, you could have won this game. And then we lose in this fashion. I'm really sick to my stomach right now, man. I'm just sick.
I get it, bro. And you have every right to be sick, man. The team didn't lost how many games? Is this the second loss back to back or 3?
Yeah. Well, they lost 4 games total.
Yeah, 4 total. But we didn't lose 3 in a row. No. Because we beat Arizona, right? Yeah.
Right. So it's 2 in a row. Stanford and we have the bye week, Stanford in this one. But
I don't know, man.
Winnable games, man. Like if you look
definitely.
at this,
all of them has been winnable except for the Oregon. Game.
If you look at this, it's just like the mental mistakes. We can right now, we can easily be 6-1 if we just lock in and not make those mistakes. Because I feel like with USC, we just ran out of time there. We ran out of time. But if we just started faster with the USC game. Right. I think we could have won that game. Then Stanford, we should have won that game running away. And it's just like the mental mistakes that it came back to haunt us. And I know it's the first year. Maybe these
I lost you, man. I lost you, bro. Check back in, man. I lost him, y'all. Hello? You on here live with John the Liquidator.
What's going on, John?
What's up with you, man? How you feel about the game, bro?
I mean, I think it's a glaring. The offensive line is a glaring issue that Prime has to address. I think the defense played well enough and made enough turnovers to where the game was winnable. Like, you can win that game, but the problem is the offensive line. There's both a talent deficiency, there's a communication deficiency. Like, I don't care how big or tall your tackles are, like Lichton and Washington. If you can't bend, if you can't sit, if you can't get your set and stop a fast defensive end that's long, you're useless. And I'm watching the left guard like not even touch Murphy.
Bro,
Like
that left side was killing
it happened more than once. Like, I was just watching him and I'm like, this is unbelievable. Because I played offensive line in high school. So I'm like, just watching this it's despicable. And you gotta recruit over that. Like, you have to recruit. And the problem I have is I've been following recruiting for a while.
Right.
And I look at how they doing on offensive line recruiting this coming class. I'm not seeing it. You know, I know they got there maybe in it for a 5-star in Seaton. Hopefully they get him, but I need to see some aggressive recruiting on the offensive line. And it's hard to make up ground on those guys this late in the game. So I'm wondering what they're gonna do, because you can't just the portal ain't gonna give you Power 5 starter caliber guys all the time. Like, you can't depend on the portal. I don't know if Prime thinks that model that worked at Jackson is gonna work the same at this level, but I can't see it happen. I think you got to recruit heavy in high school and develop those guys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And if they can't recruit better on the offensive line, they need to explore getting rid of Boyle, because I know him and Sean Lewis were a combo package, but right now both of them are looking pretty awful. Now we didn't run the ball. I think they ran the ball like 7 times going into the fourth quarter. Like, I didn't see them run the ball at all in the second half until the end of the game when it's out of reach. Like, you have to run the ball. We're not doing any reverses, not doing any running back screens. Like, there was no creativity. And all the defensive linemen had to do was tee off. It was easy.
Right. Well, bro, I appreciate you checking in here, man.
And no problem, man. Hopefully they get it together. But
hopefully, bro. All right, man. This guy been blowing me up. What's up with you, man?
Man, how you doing, Liquidator? Man, how you doing, bro?
We can barely hear you, bro.
Can y'all hear me now?
Nah.
Still low?
Yeah. And it's an echo.
Oh, damn it. I'm trying to get as close as. What about now?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's still echo. Bro, just try calling in whenever I open up the phone lines. Hello? You're live with John Liquidator.
Hey, what's up, John? Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Right on, bro. So what is your thoughts about the game tonight?
I'm not really upset, man, like I was in the last game before this one.
Yeah.
Defense showed up. I got to give them props. If you get 4 turnovers from your defense, there's no gripes there, man.
That's a solid game.
There's no gripes. And I mean, the freak what is it? The special teams, man. Special teams showed up today as well. Like,
yes, definitely.
Team did very, very well. They had a missed field goal. I mean, you got to give them credit for that. All those low punts that we were getting, and the coverage team went down there and stopped them from having big gains. So, I mean, the entire team played well today. I just felt like the offense just was a little bit slow today, man. Like, all they had to do was, like, I feel like one touchdown before the one that Jimmy Horn got would have probably put us in a better position to put UCLA on their heels, and we probably would have pulled that game off.
Right.
I'm not sure why we can't run the ball. I'm not gonna harp on the offensive line and call those guys suck and all this stuff. I don't think that's what it is, man. No one complains when that same offensive line is allowing Shador to lead the FBS in passing yards.
Facts.
I'm not going to say they just outright, atrocious, but yeah, on the left side was pretty bad tonight, and it took a while for them to put Harrison over there to help out. But I just feel like that's a change we should have made earlier in the game. Get McCaskill out there, and look, if McCaskill can't get on the field, that's fine, because I'm not in the coaching room, so I don't know what's going on. But we have to be able to do those shovel passes to get Edwards in open space. He's not a every down through the trenches type of runner. Like, we have to get him out in space. Like, I don't know why we can't call the same game we called against TCU. I don't know what's going on, man. That game
I don't know.
TCU, everybody was out there. The offense was flowing fast. Everybody knew what they were supposed to be doing. Xavier was, over the top. I know right now he's getting like extra coverage, but I just feel like we're not doing what we were doing in that game. Jimmy Horn coming across the field and getting those passes in the open field. Like, we're not doing any of those plays. They're not being creative. I just think they're just stagnant. They just want to pass the ball. When the defense see 5 wide receivers, they already know they're just going to go for Shedeur because they know the offensive line can't stop them.
Right.
I just feel like that's what we have to do better, man. And hey, one of the callers, this is the last thing I'm going to say. One of the callers brought something up, and I wanted to touch on it too, is the communication aspect. I just feel like those guys are not watching film, and it's a difference.
Somebody else just said that in the chat.
And not breaking film. They're not someone needs to break film down to these guys. You can't just tell people to watch film. They have to know what they're looking for as well on that film, because it seems like Shiloh and
Woods
and Woods are the only two, and obviously Hunter, that knows what's going on the defensive plays. Like, they know where everybody's supposed to be, and that's why you can see Shiloh and Woods throw up their hands when someone is not where they're supposed to be. Seems like those guys are always know what's going on, but maybe they need to be more vocal and let people know where to be when they're not, because they can see everything from back there. And then one thing on the offensive line, the center, I don't see him talking to his line, man.
Them facts, bro.
I don't see him calling out coverages. I don't see him calling out who's Mike and who's this and who's that. I don't see him pointing to the pressure like, hey, it's coming from that side, it's coming from this side. I don't see him communicating.
Right.
And that's all I have to say, man. But like I said, I'm not upset. I've been running around YouTube saying, you know what, game 8 is when they're gonna figure it out. And I think they figured it out tonight, man. Even though it was a loss, I think they figured it out, man. Thanks for having me, man. Shake the haters off.
Right on, bro. What's going on, bro? You're here live with John the Liquidator.
John, what's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you, bro.
All right, man. Love what you're doing. I follow your stuff. Tune in all the way down here from Houston. I think a lot of us here want to point at the inadequacies of Colorado. But if we're going to be real about this, UCLA ain't no punk. Their defense is legit. Them cats could be playing on Sunday in the NFL, just about all of them, because that's big boy defense. They ain't nobody ran up the score on them all year. Them cats were real. But my thing is this: if you knew that was going to be one of the hardest defenses that you were going to play, you cannot attack them the same way you've been attacking them like all your other games. You had 2 weeks to prepare. And if you had 2 weeks to prepare, we should have saw something that we ain't never seen before. Line up, 2 tight ends, 2 backs in the backfield. We should have saw something that they couldn't scheme for, because you had 2 weeks and everybody else has figured out how to beat you.
Yep.
Everybody else has figured it out because you're one-dimensional. We are pass heavy. Prime has played in the league for years, and he's got coaches on his staff that have played for years in the major leagues, in the big boy NFL. The way you establish run is by doing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Right.
I checked into this game, and I saw a series where there were no runs at all. It was 3 passes and out.
Yep.
And look, I don't mind the personnel changes, but if you want to really tell me you need to establish the run, then run. I mean, 2 to 3 times. I mean, like 2 to 3 times in a set. I mean, run. Have first down, second down, run.
Yeah.
don't pass every time and see your boy getting knocked all over the place and Shador running for his life, and he can't even run this time because 2 seconds they in the backfield. I mean, because these are big boy defensive linemen. They don't need to put 6 guys in the box. They can beat our guys with 3 and 4 guys, and that's what they were doing all night.
Yeah.
So if you knew you had a major NFL defense staring down at you, and you didn't change up how you looked and how
Yeah.
you operated, and you had 2 weeks, then I'm gonna give props to UCLA because they did what they were doing to every other team that they played.
Yep, they
Ran
did
up on
nothing different.
defense and shut them down defensive wise because they knew, okay, they may score, then they ain't gonna score a lot on UCLA. Nobody
Right.
has. And if you didn't do anything besides pass, and almost kill your quarterback while you pass, then you didn't come into this game realistically with a winning different approach because
Right.
what you've been doing hasn't been working. And I can imagine how hard it is to play for Coach Prime. He's at the top of the game when he was in the game. The pressure to perform. You know that if you do right by him, you're probably going to go to the next level. So you want to make it work. But at the same time, the coaches have got to scheme this thing out and
Right.
give their guys a chance to win by changing things up. I need to see 2 backs in the backfield. I need to see a power I sometimes. I need to see a series where it's all running, where Shador don't even try to do this unless he's faking and handing and tossing it or something. I need to see an actual game plan where they run more than they pass. And then, like McCaskill had 1 run for 9 yards. What would have happened if he got the ball 10 times?
Right.
5 times. He got the ball once the whole game. So I'm just waiting to see some creativity run-wise from
At
this
this
coaching
point,
staff.
I just don't know if we're
'Cause
going
that's
to
gonna
get to
help.
see that. I
You
came
got the
into this
talent.
game.
You got the talent to do it.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
talent
yeah.
is
Definitely.
there. And I'm like, I'll give you this. Put 2 backs, a big one and a small one in for the first half, and then change them out. Let them get their 100 yards. And then for the second half, put a new big back, small back in, and let them get their 100 yards. You got the talent to do it. Change the look. All of them got weaknesses and strengths that you can exploit. But my God, please run the ball and don't underestimate these defenses because these defenses want to put a hurting on you. They want to hurt your quarterback. They want to hurt all of your weapons. They want to make you look like fools because they get over because you were the wonder kid of the whole thing and you still selling out every game. So they coming in with a chip on their shoulder. They want to make you look bad. They scheme. They know everything that you're going to do because you don't change nothing up. I mean, you're walking into a guillotine every game if you don't change something. And something small. The defense played 2 quarters well. They let them score in the second half, 3 touchdowns. So they didn't hold them. Travis was doing some amazing things for 2 quarters. But the other 2 quarters, they figured out don't throw on his side of the field. And gosh darn it, they didn't. And they scored 3 times. I mean, this isn't brain surgery. You can look at the game and see the weaknesses, and so can I. I'm down here in Houston, man. I see it. I was like, oh Jesus. Have we not figured this out?
I feel like this game there was definitely like moments where you was waiting, sitting, watching this game, like, okay, we finna score now. It was a whole lot of that. I just gotta keep it real. And then when they didn't score, I think that's why, like, that's what's making everybody real frustrated about this loss because we was literally in this game for basically 4 quarters.
We were in it, but nobody's put up points on this team. So you knew it was going to be a hard-nosed run. We got to run them. We got to wear them down. We got to wear that defense down. You don't do that by passing. They were hitting Shador within 3 seconds, And so there was we didn't have a pass defense at all, or we didn't. And so you got to scheme differently if you want to win. And right now we know Coach Lewis is pass. But at some point we got a running back room full dude, let me see, use them, work them. Come on, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm gonna give credit to UCLA because they did exactly what they were
Oh
supposed to
yeah,
do,
definitely.
and then some. And when you go to the big boys' house and want to play the big boys, you got to change something up. You got to outthink them. Your play. Everybody on that field ain't Coach Prime on our side. They have skill, but they need coaching, and they need the coaches to think schemes and plans and put them in a position to win. We didn't do that tonight. The defense set you up for the first half. They did that, but our offense wasn't hitting, and we have yet to see a complete game where the offense is hitting, the defense is hitting, special teams is hitting, and it's just a massacre, a blowout. We saw that in Stanford for the first half, then we went to sleep.
Yeah.
We have yet to see a complete game from this super mega hybrid team in Colorado. And man, I'm with them. I buy the gear, still waiting on some stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's one thing. If you're trying to get gear, get it off Amazon because you get it quicker. I'm waiting
Yeah.
4 or 5 weeks for Colorado CU stuff. Crazy.
Yeah.
But anyhow, it's frustrating because you know the answers. I can see some possibilities. Everybody in the chat can see stuff, but coaches ain't getting it for whatever reason, and they getting paid $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year to get it. Shoot, give me the money. I'm here. Give it to me. You take
me the money. I could coach.
Give it to John, people. Give it to John. John can coach you up better, or put you in a position to win.
Yeah.
We all want to see him win. And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
well, brother, I appreciate you taking time out your day to jump on here, man. Before you leave up out of here, give me one good shake the haters off, man.
Man, you doggone nizzle, you got to shake the haters off.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to you, man. Bro came on here. And said, bro said, hey, give me the money. I could coach. Hell no. Bro say, give me the money. I could coach. Damn. What's going on? Y'all here with John the Liquidator.
What's going on, Liquidator? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Hey man, I'm not even mad. No, I'm not even mad anymore.
I ain't that mad either, man.
Well, know why? Because it's not the players. I would feel bad if we put all our dogs out there and they just beat us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that didn't happen. Now, I watch Well Off Media, Reaching People Media, and I watch Coach Prime interact with his family. You know what I'm saying? And he always touchy-feely. He hug on you. He give you the bro hug, And one thing I do not see, he never do that with his coordinators. Maybe the defensive coordinator, he might, bump elbows with him, showing that he like him, he respect him. But I never see Coach Prime and Sean Lewis give each other a bro hug. Never. Ever. And it'd be easy for me to come on here and just say, oh, he trash. But let me break down why he trash. Because you had 2 weeks to look at that Stanford film, right? Yeah. And you look at that Stanford film, you peel a potato back on what you did wrong and what you did right. So you saw that Stanford game, you start out with a bruising back. You start out with a bruising back and you move the football. You know what I'm saying? You keep the pass rush off of you, right? So I said during your pregame show today, I want to see if you come out with the first half alignment, the first half Stanford alignment, or do we come out there with the second half Stanford alignment? So they kick the ball off, and what do we see? 5 wide receivers set, empty backfield.
Right.
That tells you that Sean Lewis must have had a deal with Coach Prime that, hey, if I come be your offensive coordinator,
I gotta let you go, man. Like, hey, look, bro. my man, bro. But what you said, it's just like, damn, bro. What did you say? What did you try to say, bro? I love you, but damn, bro. You're trying to have chicken and crab legs. They don't go together, bro. What did you say, bro? I need to give you a hug, man. You said my hug. Damn. My God. All right. Hey, what is it, bro? Hey, look, bro, I'm going to hug you through the. Oh, my God, man. Somebody calling it. What's going on? You're on the phone line with y'all in the liquidator.
Yo, what's up, man? Hey, get it out, bro. Stop, get it out. Hey.
Yeah, man.
All right, here we go. Yeah, man. Hey, salute to everybody that played the game. Good thing nobody really got too injured. Shout out to both sides of the ball, UCLA and most definitely Colorado, for real. Man, my outlook on the game was like I said earlier, bro. The offensive line has to stand up.
Right.
Without an offensive line, Shadua, the receiving game has no opportunity. Clearly, we're working with an offensive coordinator who is his game plan is to pass the ball. You cannot pass the ball if you don't have 4 to 5 seconds back there in that pocket. It's not going to happen. Tonight, I saw the defensive line from UCLA. Them boys didn't even get down in the 3-point stand.
Bro.
Just rush.
Bro, they were standing up at the line every play. Showing what? Showing what? Down there every play. What was they showing, dog? I said they were standing up at the line every play, showing what? It was like what?
Man, they was rushing 3-4 people every play.
Every play, just like Madden.
Blitz after blitz after blitz. You don't have enough time to throw the rock to anybody. I don't care what kind of receivers you got out there. You can't do anything if you don't have time in that pocket.
Right.
My boy, he's a pro athlete, pro quarterback all day long.
Right.
And if you give him 5 seconds, he's gonna find a receiver. You got all the talented players to receive the ball, the speed all day long. But without an offensive line, we can hang our conversations up until we get an offensive line. Defense did a fantastic job tonight, from forcing over turnovers and just playing a hell of a D. You know, they did they did their thing. When I was in high school, John, in my years of playing college ball, but when I first started playing football, all the coaches, the motto was defense wins games. Okay? And tonight we saw why we lost.
Right.
Defense on the other team won that game for them. They destroyed the offensive line. They played hell of a defense. They came with a defensive effort, and that's what slowed us down. I think if we made some changes as far as the play calling, I think we'll do a little bit better.
Right.
I kind of disagree with some of the play calling. Sean Lewis, I think since I've been watching this season, man, I've been seeing the same plays over and over and over, John, over and over. And I think that's hurting us as well.
Yeah. Well, brother, I appreciate you calling in, man. I got a bunch of people backstage. I hate to just cut you off, but thank you so much for calling in and giving your opinion about the game, bro.
Most definitely, man. Shake them haters off. Y'all hit that like button, man.
All right, shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you. My bad, man, to all the people that's been backstage. Hello?
What up, John? Don't cut me off.
Man? How you feel about the game, bro?
Let me cook, all right? Don't cut me off.
He said, let me cook. Oh, no.
All right, so look, this is the problem. The offensive line never going to get better because none of them got no dog in them. They okay with getting beat. And you look at the offensive line coach, from game one to the game that we had now, there's no progression with the line. And then Sean Lewis is not scheming up to be able to work the offense when you got a weak line. Like if you want to just pass the ball, you could do that, but you got to scheme it. He want to pop it down the field right away. You got to throw drag routes to bring the safe. You got to throw drag routes to bring the linebacker in the corners up so they could play sync so you could hit them behind the corners. But he's not doing that. And then I feel like certain players get more leeway than other players. Like, don't cut me off, all right?
Good, bro. Go ahead. Go
All right.
ahead, bro.
I feel like certain players get more leeway. Like, I ain't gonna say his name, but a certain corner get beat all the time, but then another corner get in there and you feel me, he give up one pass and he get taken out, but then you get a corner that get beat game after game and give up touchdowns, but just because y'all win, y'all keep them in. It's like, it don't make no sense. Like, your players gotta feel comfortable with playing for you to give them their best. If they always looking over their back and getting subbed in, like, I'm about to get subbed out if I make a mistake, you never gonna get their best. And that's what seemed like is happening. Like, they keep looking over their shoulder because it's like they make one mistake, they take him out, but then the next guy they put in could make 3 mistakes and he stay in.
Right.
But that's all I gotta say.
Right on, man. Appreciate you, man.
No problem.
What's going on? You on here live with John the Liquidator? Hello? What's going on? You on here live with John the Liquidator?
Next.
What's happening, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Hold on.
Man.
Hold on. I got too many people up here. Hello?
Yeah, bro. Man, appreciate you bringing me up, man. I kind of low-key want to piggyback on your boy that just came up.
Yeah.
The reason why Shooter really can't stand up is the trenches that we have. I mean, the problem that we have in the trenches with that line. Even the scheme that we ran today was perfect. It was a RPO. They got all the linebackers off the field so we could get the ball up the middle, which we couldn't. It turned into a 3 yards of cloud of dust. The same RPO offense that we ran the whole season.
Right.
And we still having the same inconsistencies on that offensive line. It's the same thing that we having with the defensive line. The defensive line don't get pressure, so the
I feel like the
Yes.
defensive line kind of showed up today, bro.
Yeah, they did. But they did. That's what I'm saying. It's just the inconsistencies right there in the trenches is what's making everything look bad behind them. Because if the offense ain't blocking, they gonna stay in that RPO spread offense to where there ain't no linebackers up the field and trying to get Edwards on them swings and all that, and it's not working no more. Like you said, they ain't caught up to it. The RPO safety offense that we've been running the whole season is no longer good for them. And we just gonna have to wait till next year. They rebuild the line because no matter what they do with the patchwork offensive line work that they did throughout the season, is showing that it's not gonna hold. And even though the D line today, like you said, yeah, they was consistent today. But if they get that all season long, you won't even have that problem. We probably be talking about a 6-1 team right now.
Right. So basically, you're saying that the defensive line had issues this
all
game?
season. No, not this game. I'm saying this is the first game that I actually seen a defensive line show up besides that TCU at the end of the game when they made an impact. But the defensive line, they never showed up like they did today. Because if they did, the secondary wouldn't look as bad. And everybody know in football, if you got a front four that look good, the secondary gonna be able to make all the plays they want to back there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how Woods made that play at the end of the game when they had got the big play in the against Colorado State. The quarterback couldn't set his feet because the defensive line had pressure on him, and the safeties and everybody is flying around. So if we continue to get that, like the dude said, you try to run that where it's a rhythm offense, you run it, start doing play action, get the pass behind the linebackers, and then it open up the secondary. That'd be fine, but if the defensive line not doing what they doing, then the scores start to get spread out. That throws out the window, and then that's when we go back to why ain't nobody running the ball. First of all, you ain't gonna be able to run the ball anyway with our basic offense because there ain't nobody pass. I mean, can't nobody even pass block longer than 3 seconds. The run blocking scheme, if you notice, we run the zone blocking scheme. They're running a zone blocking scheme because they can't block. They're not moving all together. So they run it basically a 1-on-1 zone. Everybody just get on your man and move them in the direction of the play. But that's not even working no more because the center is straight. We cool at center. The left tackle is weak. He can't bend at the knees. Or right guard. If anybody ever watched the right guard, anytime his left feet always end up over his right feet. no matter where we going. So yeah, the in the trenches, that's where the problem at. If we could be consistent, which we are not going to be able to, because a lot of the patchwork that they made Dion and them put together, it's a new team. It's only two of the linemen is actually his, and that's the center, and I think the left guard. No, the center and the left tackle. All them other guys was already there, or he already put them together with that scheme. But the
Right.
scheme they running is actually the best scheme we can run with the talent that we got.
And so basically, you saying everything that Sean Lewis is doing up to this point is correct.
It's correct. Everything is correct. Everything is correct. You can't run no other offense with the team they got right now. From the fact that he is saving the offensive line from themselves by putting the RPO offense out there to make sure that Schroeder have 1 and 2 reads that's faster than the regular drop back. Because if you giving that RPO and you giving them that play action, the linebacker is still froze. If he step back and really just drop back there, that's gonna expose them left tackles and right tackles so bad, bro. You might see
Right.
Shooter start getting sacked 40 times a game. But he running the right offense. He got to. We don't when you don't have no offensive line. Anybody that watch sports, you know you have to get an offense that get the linebackers off the field. The Patriots know. It's just like that's why the Patriots used to run that double tight end package, is to get the tight end matched up against a safety and one of your linebackers in a nickel.
Right.
And that's gonna give Tom Brady that quick when the drag come, that quick drag out, because the tight ends is actually distracting the middle of the field. That's all. That's what the double tight end package is for. Is when you don't got no offensive line and you need the distraction to get taken
Okay.
away from the middle of the field.
Okay. Now, with you saying that, right? Because
Yeah.
you're not the first person that said that we need to run a double tight end. But my question to you is, do we have the right personnel to run a double tight end?
No. That's why
Right.
I went back to saying we got run that RPO. We do not
Right.
have the personnel for that offense. We don't. I'm
Yeah.
sorry for y'all.
And that's what I was trying to explain to everybody when we first got on, is that okay, we could run a double tight end, but who is going to be the other tight end? We know
Facts.
that we got Mikey. We can't use Javon Antonio.
Show can't. You're right. Not,
And so
not in
we can't use him. Who else do we have? We can't put no D linemen over there. We need them, obviously,
exactly.
because they playing now. And so
You're
who can we use?
right.
Fullback. Who can we put at fullback?
Nobody, because basically the way the offense, the running backs we got look like scat backs. We got three Brian Westbrooks at running back, bro. That ain't gonna work in college. You need that. You need that Devin Hester and Reggie Bush. You need that you need that yin and that yang. But like I said, even if we had a running back right now with the offensive line we got, it still wouldn't even make a difference.
It don't make a difference. And look, could this be why Alto's not playing?
Facts. Exactly. No. That is 100% fact.
Could this be why Alto's not playing? Because of the offensive line that we got.
Yes.
So why everybody mad, man, where Alto gonna come in? Where Alto? Maybe Coach Prime trying to save Alto from another injury.
Facts. And just to piggyback on that, if anybody go watch Edwards in that first game, how he exploded, and if you watch how he exploded, he was on the edge majority of the time. He couldn't. That's why everybody keeps saying, put Edwards in and run the ball. He wasn't scoring in the trenches. They was bouncing him on the outside and getting them linebackers off the field so they can match him up one-on-one. We do not have the players in the trenches for this team to go far right now.
Yeah.
It's too inconsistent in the trenches. Because anybody know the trenches control the whole game. If the defensive line is good, the secondary can rest. If the offensive line is straight, the quarterback can control the game.
Right. Well, brother, I appreciate you coming on, man. I got a bunch of people backstage.
Salute, bro. Salute.
Before you leave up out of here, give me one good shake the haters off, man.
Man, shake the haters off. We coming, baby. Liquidators in the house, bro.
You know the vibes, bro. What's going on with you, bro?
Man, I'm gonna be fast and quick, man. Everybody know, we all know. First of all, I want to say this is still a win far as the whole season, new players, all that. We all know we ain't got no offensive line. Shador had bailed us out on 2 games. We could easily be 2-6, but we not, Thank the Lord for that. But it's just Coach Prime is analyzing everybody, coaches, coaches, players, all that type of stuff. Everybody talking about, the players that's not playing, and it's an attitude thing with a lot of these players. Coach Prime is not gonna go for that. But in all, to me, it's a win-win because we just don't have the personnel, just like the guy was saying, just like you were saying. We just don't have the personnel, We can't get no running game going, and they got a spy for us to do it. You ain't finna be cutting up the middle no 6, 7, 8 times a game. They gonna stop that. So, it's gonna be rough these next games because, Shador been basically putting the team on his back,
Yeah,
So
literally, bro.
Yeah. So, it's rough out there, man. And, it's just rough on the eyes. It's just hard to watch. Shador's a tough young man, but, man, they're going to kill him out there, man. They better do something.
I feel like, I just hate to say this, guys, as the season prolonged, I'd say whenever we get down to the last 2 games and we know, man, we still have these same issues that we're constantly seeing week in, week out, over 5 sacks a game. Coach gonna have to take Shador out. They gonna
kill
have
him, man.
They
gonna kill him.
Shador is not going to be able to finish this season with the personnel we got out there on the offensive line. I just hate to say it, but it is the truth. We need Shador for next year.
It is. And I just want to say this, this is not a fact, what I'm finna say, but I'm just saying this is just my opinion. The offensive line is so bad. They are so bad that it almost looked like that they not blocking on purpose.
I wouldn't say that.
It looks bad to me. It just looks bad. It's like, blocking is blocking. I know, it's speed. I know it's finesse.
Yeah.
I know it's strength and all that. But come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, John. I mean, come on now.
It's bad.
It just looks bad, man.
It is bad. It's bad.
So Shador, man, I don't want the man to get hurt, man. Everybody talking about Shador need to go to the draft. Coach Prime is keeping him in there to pump his stats up. I don't understand. Like, Coach Prime has character. He is the most regular, helpful, mature guy that we have on this planet. And for some of the things that people were saying, just for a loss, Colorado have already won with just the 4 wins. We good.
Yep.
We good. So, he gonna make some changes. Everybody talking about McClain and what's the linebacker, and a few other guys.
Mitchell.
It's just all about attitude, man. I have coached Little League, Pee Wee League football, and basketball, and when a player has a bad attitude or that rubs me the wrong way. But I also understand this, and I'm just gonna say this, and I'm finna get off.
Yeah.
Practice really ain't everything. Sometimes you just got to go on, throw them on in there and leave them in there, make them feel comfortable, and they will be the best player for you. Shake the haters off.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to you, bro. He brought the energy, bro. What's going on with you, man? You heard live with John Liquidator.
What's going on, John the Liquidator? What's going on, chat? What's going on, Buff fans?
What is your thoughts about the game tonight?
All right, I'm gonna be real with y'all, and I know I'm gonna draw a lot of heat from this. Jason Whitlock,
speak your mind, brother.
Jason Whitlock was right. All right,
hold up.
Yeah, okay. Now look, you know what they say: you cut the head off the snake, the body will die. Right.
Right.
And I think from the get-go, everything was hyped up. Everything was, put out there. Colorado gonna change the game, right?
Right.
Well, the structure of the team is bad. We see that. The O-line, I'm gonna be honest with you. The O-line isn't that bad to me. All right.
What?
All right. Check me out now. All right. So listen, the Pac-12 produces top quarterbacks all the time.
Right.
It's predicated towards offense. So any recruiter is gonna go out and say, okay, if we got all these top-notch quarterbacks, Heisman candidate-worthy quarterbacks out here. You're going to need pass rushers. So give UCLA, give Oregon, give any of these schools that have beaten us this year, give them their flowers, man. They got some top-notch pass rushers and good defensive schemes to combat what's going on. And even though that offensive line can be better, yes, they can be coached better. Because I'm going to be honest, Colorado's O-line isn't as bad as some of the mid-tier teams, around college football. They're not as bad as their lines. They're just coached better. And with the restrictions and everything that goes on with not being able to practice but so much, then when you practice, you can't practice and pass. All these rules they have out there isn't going to help them.
Right.
So the thing that I'm seeing is just, like everyone's saying, the structure from the team from the get-go is not a good situation.
Brother, I hate to cut you off, but the chat said you gotta go, dog.
Listen, I don't care what the chat say. They can hate. They can say whatever they want. I'm right. Jason Whitlock was.
I gotta let you go, player. What's going on? You're here live with John the Liquidator. He's your. Hello? He go too, man. My God.
Yo.
What's up with you, man?
Man, much love, man. Say I'm calling from Louisiana, you heard me? And I be on your channel like you the spokesman for coach, you heard me? And I liked it, I loved it. But
man, I just try to be the voice of the streets, bro.
Man, hey, that's the perfect concept for it. I like it. But check this out. You remember when Coach Prime was like, you better get me now?
Yeah.
Everybody forgot that. Like dude say he analyzing everything. We know that line is bad. It should have seconds, like more seconds back up. He gonna control the game. That line is just bad. Like how many times he got hit tonight? About 18, 19 times.
I don't know, bro. Like I haven't looked at the stats yet.
Yo, when I was watching, yo, I ain't mean to cut you off, but when I was watching the game, they were showing how many times he got hit, he got sacked, the pressure was put on him and everything. But coach need to make them boys run some suicides, man. The whole offensive line. Make them run some suicides. How many times you got hit? 18 suicides. I need that. That's all I gotta say, bro. Much love from Louisiana, man. And like Coach Prime was saying earlier, y'all better get me now. Y'all better get me this year. Cause next year, y'all ain't gonna be able to control what I got going on, man. And we forever gonna shake them haters off. You heard me?
Them facts.
Yo, big facts.
Shout out to you, bro. My God, man, guys, we done had some characters come on here tonight, man. I ain't lying. With that being said, I'm about to open up the phone lines, man. Give you guys a chance to call in. For those of the people who might not want to jump in up on the chat, now will be your time to call in. The phone line is open 636-299. Look like we got Carpet Tech. Hello?
What's going on, brother?
What's good, man?
Carpet Tech.
Yeah, I got you, Carpet Tech.
Okay. It sounds like a lot of people just want to say, I'll just say it for him. If Sean Lewis don't win these next 2 out of 4 games, he got to go. And that's why Byron Leftwich is around. Straight up. And Boyle got to go too. Mario and Luigi, they got to go.
And so you saying if Sean Lewis don't win these next 2 games, Carpet Tech, he got to go.
What did Rick George say when Deion was hired? He said he wants to win now. So at this point, we have seen Sean Lewis's offense for like what is it, 75% of the season, ain't but 4 games left?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to be Washington State and Arizona. And right now, Arizona's giving Oregon State a hard time right now in the third quarter. So all I know is that we need to get the next 2 out of 4 games. And if Sean Lewis and Boyle don't get their minds right, like Coach Hart said, y'all might as well go ahead and start putting up them houses up for sale because y'all going to be renting another area in a minute. It's either me or you. And he got to go. Straight up. You get my boy hit, Shadora's getting killed. He running around like Justin Fields on Chicago. He running for his life.
Right.
And then he gets in neutral where he can't even go forward. So now our defense has to keep carrying us. And see, now this is a problem. This is a major problem. But
Yeah.
you know, UCLA was a good team today, and we'll chop our losses and we'll get ready for Oregon State next week. That's all I can say.
Man, that's gonna be another tough game, bro. Oregon State is going. What is their record right now? Ain't they damn near undefeated?
I'm looking at them right now. Arizona playing Oregon State. They 6-1, and yeah, we got to play Oregon State next week.
And so who is Oregon? So Oregon State playing Arizona right now.
Right now,
What's score?
The score is what? 10-13 Arizona. Arizona 4-3, and we played Arizona in another 2 more weeks.
Hold on, it's 10-13.
Oh yeah, they losing. So if Arizona can knock Oregon State off,
we got them.
But right now, that's what it is. It's not even about personal issues no more. It's about business. And right now, our quarterback is getting killed. You can't move the ball up the field. Even if Sean Lewis gave him the play, and Shador is really excellent on finding out another play, and he's still in neutral. So this is a major problem.
Right.
You know, like your man said, he's standing there. You guys are standing up. Now, I'm not going to say that for all teams, you know, but right now, I don't even think it's about the O-line. Yeah, our O-line needs some assistance. Yeah, okay, like what team?
Right.
But when I start seeing plays like pop-up play, drop back and throw the ball to the left to Mikey Harris on the outside, you know Mikey Harris don't run no outside route. Only person who run that route is T. Hunter and Horn and Weaver.
Right.
And then, you know, what kind of play? We throwing screens. Alfie should have played at least at halftime. Get the kid in there. He's our power back. Dominic's our muscle man on defense. You know, you want to take Shiloh out? Okay,
right.
Fine. You want to do that to him? He wasn't even a helmet to helmet.
No, it wasn't. He was right below the chin.
You get kicked out for a helmet to helmet. That was not a helmet to helmet. That was an upper chest hit. So that's, you know, the rest was on their was on their side anyway. So that being said, hey, we'll chop our losses up. Just all I know is we can win the next 2 out of 4 games, so we can get in that bowl game. Because that's what Rick George hired Deion Sanders for. And if I don't see these next 2 or 4 games, that's exactly what I'm gonna say. Byron Leftwich be at practice, and that's what it is. So for right now, we're just gonna keep it cool, keep a blessed day, and keep going.
Shout out to you, Corporate Tech, man. I appreciate you calling in.
Shake some haters off.
Hey, guys, I have never seen Corporate Tech this frustrated. He sounded frustrated tonight, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. He sounded frustrated tonight. Corporate Tech said he believed if Sean Lewis don't get it together within these next 2 games, he could possibly be gone. Wow. What's going on? You're on the phone live with John the Liquidator. Hello? Wow. And guys, Brian Leftwich has been there. So Corporate Tech definitely has a good point. He definitely have a good point in regards to that matter regarding Brian Leftwich. Hello, you're on the phone live with John the Liquidator. What's up with you, bro? Oh, wow. Call back, man. Call back. Hello? Hello? People calling and hanging up. Guys, I'm going to have to shut the phone line down again probably. It's crashing. Hello? Yeah. I got you, bro.
Is this John the Liquidator?
Yep. I just need you to mute your TV, bro. Bro. Guys, I'm going to have to shut the phone line down. So if anybody want to jump on, man, I just dropped another link down in the chat below. Hello? Hello? Yep. I got you, bro.
Hey, John.
It's crashing on me, man. It's crashing on me, bro. It's crashing. Hello?
Yes. Hello?
Yep, you're on the phone live with John the Liquidator.
All right, John. What I see is I'm kind of like one of those guys that called in and said, look like the offensive line is just moving out of the way, saying, okay, since you all are already saying all of us got to go anyway, what gives them the incentive to want to block for somebody that got a $4.8 million NIL deal? They're not going to get nothing likely and not going to likely be able to transfer to another team. So it does look like there's a lot of animosity and a lot of discord on the team.
Wow. That's a strong
It looked like that. That man said, one of the callers said, if he didn't know no better, he'll swear they just moving out the way. They can show you better than they can tell you. They can't say out loud, okay, you're all saying we bad. We going to show you what real bad look like. And see,
wow.
If they don't block us, I don't care how good Shadur is, if he doesn't have any blockers up front to get him trying to throw the ball, he look like mincemeat. And that's what they showing. If you don't give us no props, then why should we bust our butt trying to hold the line for someone else to get a $4.8 million deal? We're not going to get anything. We're not going to get transferred. So I just think sometimes we have to think about the consequences of what we say. Because if the line don't go, we see what happens. The game sure could have been won by Colorado tonight. But that line showed you when it get out of the way, and they held them, and they were playing all that good defense, all these turnovers, and we couldn't capitalize on not one of them. I think one they got 3 points off of, maybe.
Right.
I think that one should have been a touchdown. So I didn't think it should have been a 3-pointer. They was on the 10-yard line. I was just knowing we were going to score there.
Yeah. Wow. Well,
I just think we better think about that because you got 4 more games. Got those same offensive linemen. We better give them some kind of props if we want to see the boy alive.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, I tell you what, I appreciate you calling in. And before you leave up out of here, give me one good shake the haters off. I think she gone. Wow. That was a strong. Hey, that was strong there. Wow. What's going on? You're on the phone live with John the Liquidator. Yep. I just need you to cut your TV down. Yeah, I just Yep. I'm here, bro.
What's up, man? Can you put me back on live?
What was your name?
I ain't been on yet. Versace Scotty. When you hit me, I was in the other room. As soon as I came, you shut me down.
All right.
Turned off or whatever. But let me get back on that too.
All righty, bro. I just dropped.
I got something serious to say to you.
All right, come on.
Like this.
Come on, man.
Well, so you can hear. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to.
Hey, what's going on, John?
What's up with you, old school, man?
It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. But dig this though. I don't agree with that last caller because look here, that offensive line been hot garbage since day one to a certain extent, except the TCU game. You understand me? So if they came up with that knowledge and that idea, they came up with that games and games ago. But I don't agree with them, John. But I wish everybody still, stick with the program. The program is that see you gonna be great, so they gonna be great.
Right.
John, good show. Keep up the good work.
Shout out to you, old school, man. How you been doing, bro?
I've been doing, man. Stand with the Lord, bro. Hey, I heard you dusted that book off and you got into it. I heard that, boy. I'm telling you, boy.
What book?
Blessed. That Bible.
Oh yeah.
When you was telling that lady, you dusted it off. Dig, but to get into I'm gonna tell you something, John. If you want to figure out me, if you want to figure me out, read the book of Jonah.
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 All righty, yeah. I got you.
God sent Jonah to do a job, and Jonah said he ain't gonna do it. He didn't like the people, so he went the other direction. God said, nope, get up off the ship. You got to go right back to where I told you to. And that go for you too, John. God sent you to go somewhere and do something, but you just ain't got to that destination yet. You need to hurry up, get to that destination. And when you get there, talk to dude and ask him about what I asked you to do, John, because your job, look here, your blessing consists with mine. If you don't believe me, ask him.
All righty, I got you.
I know
And
you do. I know you do.
and I'll be out there next week. And so if I run into him, I got you.
Hey, well, did you? How many times you ran into him already?
Twice. That's it.
Well, I'm telling you,
I've been out there 6 times.
All you had to do was run over to the car and say, "Oh man, that's back. Old school told me to ask you something." As soon as you look inside that car, it'll come to you. Boy, John, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't got a lot to kick it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the streets tell you, but look here, John, I ain't got the lot to kick it.
I'm already knowing.
Keep up the good work, like I always tell you. I still love you.
Shout out to you, old school. Love you
even
too,
if
boss.
even if you get bigger.
You can't even if I get big.
I love you, boy. Adios.
All right, shout out to you, old school of character, man. That's my dog. What's going on? You're here live with John the Liquidator.
Just this. What's up, John?
What's good?
What's going on with you?
Man, you got on the whole CU jumpsuit. You might be a coach.
Everybody feels that when I get on. Is that Coach Prime or what? Yeah, I'm out here in Colorado. You know what I'm saying? And
okay.
I be betting heavily on the Buffs. You know, I needed them to win 7 games. Don't look like it's gonna get that, but hey, man, I know I be watching your channel. It's an honor to be on here. I love what you're doing. Shit, I've been watching you since day one. All of your callers is so smart. Everybody has a good, valid point. And it looked like if Prime had all of our knowledge or our input, we'd be doing a lot better, you know. But the thing that I would like to say is, you know, that I be betting on these games and I take this real serious. You know, it's really hurt me that they lost that Stanford game and this game tonight. We were supposed to win the Stanford game, and this one was always going to be a toss-up, but we should have won it. The thing is that, you know, regardless of what plays is called and who they decide to put in, all of the team, the staff, and the coaches are impaired right now. That's what I'm trying to let everybody know. On the away games, they're suffering from one type of impairment. In the home games, them late games, they're suffering from a different type of impairment. For instance, on the late games when Travis Hunter looked crazy, John, you could have did a better job than him. Your son could have did a better job at playing corner, right? All you got, you know, at corner, you have to rely on your technique, and you have spidey senses. When that ball is coming, you kind of sense it. You turn around, and we know Travis got that 40-inch vert. He makes a play on the ball. He never did that against 13 last couple weeks ago. And the reason why it was too late at night. The game ended at 12:30. Their normal bedtime is 9 o'clock, 10. So your circadian rhythm kicks in, and your body's is secreting melatonin. And after the melatonin kicks in, it stops testosterone availability and adrenaline availability. So the later it got, the worse they would play. The thing is, Stanford, their bedtime is 2 hours later than ours, at least one by a day, you know, Mountain Time and Pacific Time. So their circadian rhythm would kick in later than ours. That's why Travis looked crazy in that game. And number 3, Cooper just fell down for no reason, you know. And so when you have melatonin being pumped into your body, you know, it's natural. And so that's the situation with that. And they set up the rest of these games for us to play West Coast teams at a very late time. So I did a whole bunch of videos. I
never might be on to something, man. I ain't never thought about this.
Listen to this. I am on to something, and I started a website, a YouTube about it. It's Versace Scotty. Where y'all see my name there? There's another brother up there, Versace Scotty rapping. That ain't me. Y'all look, y'all see the videos. Not only that, I work with AI. Okay, and you can train AI. I trained 4 AI programs to work together and make these bets. They noticed that we added all these players, Bentley, all the extra luggage started coming in that wasn't part of the original luggage. And Vegas never adjusted their line. They always said that we would win 3 games. And so the AI noticed this and said, basically they're not giving them credit. That's the bet. So what I bet a long time ago is that they would win 7 games, and I basically get 3,500 or 35 times my money back. So basically, I'm looking at winning millions, fractions of millions. At this point, I'm a professional gambler, but we ain't gonna get 7 games now because they losing games that we should have won. I won a whole gang of money on the TCU game. I got receipts for all this. I'll show you. But I'm telling you, and AI told me to do that. And it told me this. And all of y'all that got AI, you could probably just do a simple, well, you don't need anything. You could go to any Google AI programs, and there's free ones up there. Ask any of them if a football team if a football team is playing 4 hours past their normal bedtime or 3 hours past their bedtime, what would happen? And the AI is going to tell you it's a potentially dangerous situation because a sport like football, you need your reflexes and what have you, and you're not going to have that. Furthermore, when it takes your testosterone away and adrenaline away, it's like you're playing with no nuts. You're not gonna trap that guy caught the ball on Travis, spent him around, disorient your head. It's like you're drunk. Anyway, he let the guy go. The guy just ran off, and Travis didn't chase him. Like you don't even have the desire to play football anymore. It's like you're a zombie of your former self. When dude made the helmet catch, man, that ball was right for 12 to pick it, bro. You would have turned around, used your technique, and picked it. He didn't have technique or heart nuts aggression or any of that anymore because you've heard Prime say, you watch Bucky. Prime said that Travis calls him at 4:30 in the morning, talking about, let's go, coach, this, that, and the other. Well, if that's the case, this brother's going to bed, you know what I'm saying? And so anyway, that's the impairment that they're under. And I did a whole thing, got a petition going to the NCAA because they got rules to regulate, huh? What'd you say?
Hold on. I just hate to cut you off. I just hate to cut you off.
Let me tell you what the problem their impairment tonight. Okay.
Hold on, give me a second, John. I got a question. I got a question. I just gotta ask you this, bro. And so you mean to tell me you came up with this thing that you're like getting into right now, right? And so you mean to tell me that you use AI to help you contemplate the bets, right? And so then, right, you came up with this thing to where it's a conspiracy at this point that by us playing more West Coast teams, by us playing more West Coast teams, that's the reason why we lose it. Because of melatonin.
No, yeah, well, everybody knows it's something like that. Now, as far as the conspiracy of it, well, ESPN is setting all the game times. And of course, they're going to tell you about the market and all that. They're trying to set it at prime time where they can get the most viewers or whatever. But you also have to realize this. And a lot of people, even on your show, talked about ESPN seems to be against us. You see what I'm saying? Other than us prime people, Colorado fans, Buff fans, everybody's against us, whether they're hating or they're white people that don't like this brother, or they're just on another team or whatever. They're against us. But who's really against us? Hold up. This is the kicker. Who's really against us is the Vegas sports books, because they've already announced that they've lost more money off of CU and they're gonna lose more money because it looked like all of that 3-game bet where you know everybody we're gonna we've hit that. It doesn't pay out until the end, but so every loss that they can stop us from, they're gonna do everything. Hold up, they're gonna do everything to do it, because if they have to,
you're killing my number. Have a great night, brother. I hope you find peace I just really want you to
Maybe,
find peace.
Joe, can I
I
tell you?
just really want you. I hate to cut him off, bro. I really hope that brother find peace in whatever betting situation he's doing. We're not going to get on here and bash him. No, we're not going to do that. I want to listen to what everybody got to say. But my God, bro said melatonin. What's going on? You're on the phone line with John the Liquidator. Hey, bro. Hello?
My God,
John. Man, quit playing on the phone, man. We ain't got time for that, man. Got somebody else coming up on the stage. What's up with you, brother? How you doing?
Good. What's up going on, John? Hey, man, I just want to say I like your show. I've been listening to you, excuse me, from the CU days. I'm glad that you're doing some things. But I want to give people some kind of perspectives. I'm friends with a couple of coaching staff from the days when they was at JSU.
Okay.
So people got to have some perspective of what's going on. These NIL deals, Shadu got NIL deals when he was at JSU.
Facts.
$1.6 million. I'm coming with facts. So we try to get things straight. 1.6 million, right? And matter of fact, Travis' deal at JSU was bigger than Shadur's.
Yep.
Okay. So that's facts. So it's naturally when he's in a bigger market, he's gonna make more money by coming to a Power 5 team versus an FCS school program versus an FBS. Okay. So that's facts with that. The time change may or may not be an issue because all of the games from the SWAC were either between 4, 6, and 6 p.m.
Yep.
Right. So they never had night games. But coaching staff had the team actually preparing and at night in Colorado to prepare them for a difference in that night game. Now, so people need to understand that. And then coming back to Travis, Travis never wants to hit anybody. Travis is a 4-star cornerback and a 5-star receiver. Personally, I think he should stay wide receiver, but you know, Deion is trying to give him, you know, that opportunity. But even in the SWAC, he only got burnt a few times, but he never wanted to tackle. So if you put him up against a 6'3", 220-pound wide receiver like number 13 was, he's gonna beat Travis all day long. He's just not gonna do it because he doesn't have the body weight. Travis now looked like he gained about 10 pounds from when he was at Jackson State because he was real skinny, right? And he had the propensity to get hurt. So, and they've been trying to get him to gain 25 pounds. So, you know, he's always going to have that back and forth, but he's not going to tackle. He's not going to hit. Shiloh's going to give you some pops, but his covering ability is suspect at times too, but he will give you some good hits and everything. So I just want to give people perspective on, they call Colorado the JSU West because they took so many players and staff from JSU Colorado. So, but I just want to give people some context of Shedeur. Oh, one more thing. When Shedeur was at JSU, the first thing Deion did was got the line right because his first few months when they did that spring game, Shedeur was getting beat up. And Deion said, I got to get a line. He got a big line that was dominating. His problem is the line. His problem is the line in Colorado. And the play calling, the guy that did the play calling at JSU is on the staff at CU. And I'm surprised because I think he's a better play caller than a person now. And those that current OC coach, his scheme is built for a running quarterback. Shedeur is not that RPO type of stuff. should do is a pass first, then run, because he's being trained by Tom Brady. So I just want to give you that facts, and you keep up the game right. And I'll be listening to the show. Okay.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Shout out to you. Have a great night, bro.
All right, take.
Hello? Did I just freeze, bro? No, I think I'm froze.
What's good, man? Yo.
Hello?
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 Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me, John?
Yep. I'm here, bro.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up with you, buddy?
Hey, when Dion played in the NFL, he was one of the most physically bump and run corners that they had in the NFL. That's how he made his name when he played in the NFL. He would jam them wide receivers off that first step. He wouldn't let them get a free release. But it seemed like this defensive coordinator, like if you go back and watch all the defensive tape, these tight ends, these wide receivers, all of them are getting free releases off the line. They're able to get into their routes without no disruption. I think it's a coordinator issue on both sides of the ball. As far as it's in rotating the players. If you see the good teams, if you see the good teams like Georgia, like Michigan, they rotate defensive linemen. They rotate players. They're not doing that. They're playing their set of players, and just because, like I used to play football, so just because we had some people that practice good, that practice their butt off, but when them lights was on, they didn't perform. Now you got to understand, they're not practicing against UCLA. They're not practicing against Stanford. You know what I'm saying? They're practicing against themselves. So how can you truly, other than watch the tape? Watching the tape is probably the best way you can prepare for your opponent.
Right.
So it's like, okay, just because they're performing good in practice doesn't mean that these players are dogs, man. It doesn't mean that these players, when the lights don't come on, they don't look like deer in the headlights. You know what I'm saying? You got to rotate players. You got to get people a chance to shine. And on defense, like the Stanford game, why didn't they double that boy? Why didn't they hit him coming off the line? I didn't understand that. How come you didn't shift your coverage to his side? I don't understand Coach Kelly's his philosophy. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna sit back and let the players. You gonna play man coverage, right? With no bump and run. How much does that make? They gotta sit there and chase the man. They gotta wait for him to do his little juke move, chase him into his route, hope that they smack the ball down or get an interception. Like Travis Hunter, that wasn't his fault playing number 13. Like dude said, he did have a size advantage, but you got to give him some help. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to stay with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So if you see that as a coach, you ain't trying to adjust your defense to help him on that side. You just think that he's just going to automatically beat or automatically be able to stay with anybody. I don't understand. And then Coach Lewis, man, I don't understand how you don't. You know that UCLA got one of the best defensive pass pressure defenses in the Pac-12. You know that. You know statistically, you sitting there all week. You got statistics right here. You sitting there all week watching their film. These boys, you know they're going to get after the quarterback. You know this, right? You a professional. You are where you supposed to be. You know, he was a head coach. So you know he prepares, but how are you not gonna know that okay, he may have with this offensive line, he may have a shorter time to throw it. So let's do quick slants through the middle. Stop doing all this bubble screen stuff because it really ain't working. And quick slants through the middle. Why not do some crossing routes, some quick crossing routes like Stanford did to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Take some shots. You got to establish the run. At least try to get them off your butt.
Right.
Like, man, I just don't understand these coordinators. And I'm sitting there screaming at the TV every Saturday.
I feel you on that, bro. I ain't
you,
even gonna hold you.
I'm like, man, why are these receivers getting free releases off the line of scrimmage? Why? I'm sitting there like, I'm watching the tight end on one of the, I think it was a touchdown. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it was a touchdown, but I watched the tight end come out of his 3-point stance, go right into his route, catch the ball without being touched once. When I was playing football, man, I play outside linebacker. We was taught to jam the tight ends. That was my responsibility to keep contained and to jam the tight ends coming off the line. That was my job, and to rush the quarterback. Right. I could not let the tight end even come off the line without jamming him. Like, you disrupt his timing. You disrupt the timing when you put. Now go back and watch Deion's film at Dallas. He put his hands all over people.
Right.
You know. So, I just don't understand the logic in it, man. Like, I believe somebody should be fired. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, they need it.
Man, I think it's gonna get so bad to where the people is going to possibly make that happen. We the people have been turning this whole thing up. We've been the ones bringing in all them views. We've been the ones paying for all the game tickets, and I feel like the people is going to make that happen.
I gotta say, shake the haters. Man. I gotta say that, man. I've been watching you ever since Deion even came to Colorado. So, man, I appreciate you doing your thing. It's just
you, man.
It's frustrating though, man. It's frustrating because I see all the potential on the sideline. Like Caleb's got his first. Like I heard one caller say they playing too many players. I think it's different. I think they're not playing as many players as they can. They rotate as many players as they can to try to at least get them some type of experience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Willie Gaines. You see him get in the game? That's supposed to be the SRT. And in practice, he burning people. Deion like, there go Willie, he burning people. Come on, he breaking up passes all practice on well off all week. And I'm sitting there like, man, who is this nickel corner that was in the game today?
Right.
Like, why Kamani ain't in the game? Like, I don't understand. You got one of the best young corners, even though he's young. Let him learn. Let him learn from getting burnt. Let him learn from that. Because I feel like on a couple of those, yeah, man. I mean, I mess with Deion, man. I mess with Deion, man. I'm a Cowboy fan. Jackson State, I rooted for him. Wherever he go at, I root for him. Even though I'm an Oklahoma Sooner fan, we lost today, but it is what it is. But I root for Deion. They even got a split flag, Oklahoma and Colorado. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm watching them like they got so much talent, man. So much talent on that offense. And what smoke? If I understand that they might not be ready, but if they're not ready, why they playing special teams? I don't understand. All the McCaskill been playing special teams since the Nebraska game. Cavassier Smokeman, he played for Kentucky. He played in the SEC. Why he not getting no touches with the Rock? I don't understand. I really don't understand it, man. Like, you playing I don't know. I'm not gonna say that because I can't put that on him playing favorites. But my thing is, why you not using all of your tools in your toolbox?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And then Coach Kelly know he wrong not playing bump and run with man coverage. That at least give your pass rusher time to get there before they can get set in their routes, before they can get into their routes. He getting wide open. Hey, look, they know they're not going to jam you at the line of scrimmage. They're playing man. So just run 5 yards, slant inside, I'm gonna hit you.
Right.
You ain't gonna get,
man. But
man, it is what it is, though, man. I ain't gonna talk your head off, though.
I appreciate you checking in, man. Have a good night, bro.
All right, man.
All right, let me add this guy. What's going on, man? You're on here live,
John, the liquidator. What's going on, my brother? Been watching you since day one. Let me say, first thing I gotta say is about that one call. Beat me up, Scotty.
Huh?
About the game. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the chat and thinking about the game. Everybody has their attitudes and their feelings, and I get it. I totally get it. But we have to remember this: that you, McCaskill and other running backs, Prime is not going to put them at risk by trying to run them through a hole that's not there.
Right.
That's how they get hurt. That's how they get hurt. So you got to start with the line. Now I'm closing on this. I'm a preacher, so I'm closing on this. Trust and believe. Since Shador is hurt as he is tonight, there's going to be a whole lot of changes with regard to the coaching staff. He going to get on the coaching staff. He going to get on the players. But we got to look at this. This is not like instant coffee. It takes time to brew. And when it does brew, that's some of the best tasting coffee in the world. Shake the haters off.
Hey, man, shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. What's going on? You're on here live with John the Liquidator.
Yeah, bro. I just want to make a point on the offensive coordinator thing again.
Yeah.
The offensive coordinator shouldn't. He don't need to be fired from the fact that when we was putting up 35 points a game, nobody was saying nothing. We were just complaining about the defense. They just had one bad inconsistent, real inconsistent game today from the fact that they continue on from the Stanford debacle. So I just feel, Lewis don't need to be fired. We know the offense can do what the offense can do when the offensive line is giving him time. So Lewis is not the problem. This is just one game that we had an underscore game, but this dude, if you go look at any coaches, the offensive coordinator staff from this year and last year, 35 points in college is top 5 right now. That's the top 5 on the board. So we know what Colorado is a walking offense right now. So let's leave Lewis out of it. It was just one bad game.
Yeah.
We can adjust back to it and get back. Yeah. And that's all I really want to say on the from the offense from that offensive coordinator. And one more thing too, Byron Leftwich is not coming to Colorado, y'all. He's not. So get that out your brain. He just came to oversee the quarterback room, to get a boy some advice on running a quarterback pro style offense. That was it. If anybody will come, is Michael Vick. If you go look at Byron Leftwich, he's looking to look for a head coaching job right now, and he asking for $4 million. He don't want no coordinator job. He is not coming nowhere to be a coordinator.
Right.
Yeah, that's really it, bro. So yeah, if you go look at the stats, Lewis, we've been putting up 35 points a game in college right now. That's top 5. So I don't think the offensive coordinator need to be shaken up. It was one bad game for him. Trust me, he gonna be able to adjust. Out of 6 games, one bad game, I'll take it for offensive coordinator. And you see, they went 6-1 with no running game. It has not been no running game this year. An inconsistent running game. That's it. But yeah, shake the haters off, bro, and I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you. All righty, guys. I'm going to open the phone line up real quick, man, to give a couple of you guys a chance to call in right now. If you guys want to call in, voice your opinions about the game. Guys, we just got to take it one game at a time at this point, man. This process is not going to be an easy one. Many of us thought that coach was going to do what coach do, man, and that is walk in there and, you know, turn everything around. But clearly this is not going to be an easy process. What's going on?
Yeah, brother John. Yeah, this Carpenter. I just heard that your fan base say something crazy.
Yeah.
So for one, Byron Leftwich ain't getting no job in the NFL no time soon. Okay, when you get a head coaching job, you have to be an offensive coordinator. That's where it starts from. Why do you think Pat Sherman's down there? Pat Sherman is glued to Shador at practice, and he's glued to him in the game.
He was talking to him in the game tonight.
Exactly. He's there for support. So if Sean Lewis don't do his job, the train is still moving. You see how that works?
Right.
Pat Sherman ain't going nowhere. Remember, he used to coach Deion. He's not going nowhere. He used to be an offensive coordinator.
Right.
For years. So and Byron Leftwich is already met the recruit quarterback. Did you see that? You missed that in the last week's game. Gave him a handshake and everything. Gave him a hug and everything on the sideline. So I don't think Byron Leftwich is going to be wasting his time coming all the way out to Boulder to just say hi and hello. He still has to update his resume. Now, all I said was Sean Lewis, he needs to win the next two out of 4 games because Rick George told Deion when he was hired, we need to win now. We need to get to a bowl game. Straight up. And it's no longer about personal ability. I don't care what offense and what you did at Kent State. None of that. I'm not seeing none of that. I'm only seeing that with TCU and Nebraska. And now that they figured it out, I'm talking about the college football team that we played against.
Right.
He's been in this game. Sean Lewis ain't been. It's in his first year. He's been in this game for like 5-6 years at Kent State. So if that being said, he has all the experience you need to go forward. So if he can't do that now, when is he going to do it? Next year? Rick George don't have time to rebuild. Colorado has waited 15 plus years to get right, and they have not got right. So they trying to get to the ball game, and if he can't deliver on the business side, you and Boyle got to go straight up.
Right.
So that's what it is. So I'll be on standby, brother. Shake some haters off.
Shout out to you, Carpenter. Guys, the phone line is open. Let me know you guys' thoughts about, you know, the whole situation that's going on. Obviously, everybody is still focusing on Sean Lewis. I stated at the beginning of the live, I'm not going to get on here and point fingers at Sean Lewis because I got various reasons to why. What's going on? You on the phone live with John the Liquidator?
Yo, John, what up? This is L. Will again, bro.
What's up with you, man? I keep losing you, bro.
I don't know what's going on, brother. Hopefully we stay on in time, man. How you doing tonight?
I'm getting there, man. I'm doing.
Man, Bill O'Doyle gotta go, bro. You gotta go, family. Man, because I'm noticing, man, the O-line, you know, they having huge problems right now.
Right.
And, you know, a lot of people, you know, blame it on the players, and they are to blame at some point. But you got to put it on the coaching as well, on the O-line coaching. And the reason I say that is because those players, the O-line, man, they look confused. Their stance, the way they move, the way they analyze the defensive line, they don't got it, bro. And that's because that comes from coaching.
Right.
They look confused. They look lost out there, bro. And that's due to coaching and not watching film and not being taught what to look for on the film.
Right.
That's coaching. That's why they look lost out there, bro. That's it. And, you know, hopefully we can get these next 2 wins because at this point, at 4-4, bro, we trying to get to a bowl now. Like, we ain't going to be in no national championship.
Oh, no.
We ain't going to be in no natty and then like that. That's over with. We just need to focus on trying to get these next 2 wins and try to get to a bowl and just ride it out like that. Because, you know, at this point, we really looking forward to next year to, you know, see what we can get on a defensive line and offensive line.
Right. Well,
and
hopefully.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but hopefully we can get Warren Sapp, man. Warren Sapp stated that he could possibly be joining the staff next year. Hopefully we get him, and that should definitely beef up the trenches. I don't know more so about the offensive line, but definitely the defensive line.
Right. And I also want to give a game ball to that boy, number 44, Jordan
Dominic. Yeah.
That boy is an NFL caliber player, man.
Yeah, shout out to JD, man, Jordan Dominic.
That boy really played. He really played tonight, man.
He show up every Saturday, bro. Jordan Dominic show up every single Saturday, ready to play, regardless. I've never not seen him, perform at a high level.
Right. So let me ask you a question, John. Before I go, man. What do you think we can do as a team to improve the O-line for the rest of the season? Because right now, bro, like, what can we do, bro, to ride the rest of the season out to try to get to the bowl, man? What do you think we need to do?
I think we need to do some play action.
Okay.
Play action, bro. We're gonna have to implement play action in there some way, somehow. Fake the run, pull back, get out of there.
Right. I agree with you on that. And I seen a lot of people saying, well, they need to run, they need to sweep, they need to use auction. Bro, if the defensive line is in the backfield, you can't run. You feel me? Like if the defense is in the backfield in the first second, you can't run. I don't care what type of running back you got.
Right.
If the defense of players is in the backfield in the first second of the snap, you can't run the ball, bro. I don't care how good of a running back you is.
Yeah.
You feel me? So we got to figure something out, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's still go bust. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna ride it out. I don't care if we was 0 whatever right now. You know, I'm following Coach Prime. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on a team bandwagon if we lose all games or win all games. I ain't that type of person that want to dip out when we start losing. You know what I'm saying? I'm here when we losing and winning. You feel me? So that's how I'm gonna ride out with it. But I ain't gonna hold you up, John. Once again, it's L. Will, man. I want to shake the haters off. And before I go, I want everybody out there to remain positive. Whatever you got going on in life, continue to stay positive. Pray about it. It's gonna work itself out. Salute to y'all. Y'all have a good night, man.
Shout out to you, Will, man. God bless. Man, guys. The phone line is open. I'm gonna take a couple more calls. I do want to remind you guys I will be out in Boulder next week for the Oregon game. You guys don't want to miss that content. The pep rally, the whole workshop. I know how I do it when I get the boots on the ground. It's gonna be lit, man. And if you see me, say something, man. If you see me out there, say something, man. I ain't hard to find, man. Y'all can chop it up with me, man. But I will be in Boulder next weekend and pretty much probably all the rest of the games, man. I think I want to close out the season with going back to the games. Like this new format of me doing this after the game has been fun, but now I just think it's time for me to return back to the games and just get a feel of the atmosphere with the people, because every game I done went to, they done won except for one. So I'm thinking maybe I need to go to the games because maybe John the Liquidator might be a little good luck. They only lost one game that I went to, and I went to a bunch of games early. And so maybe I just need to go to the games and try to get them some good luck, my presence. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe John the Liquidator presence could bring them some good luck, man. Yes, every game, and I'd have been to Texas, Nebraska. Let me see. USC, they lost. And I think that's it. That's USC. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's it. But every game I'd have been to that have pretty much won except for one, and that was the USC game. So maybe my presence need to be back out there, back doing interviews with the players, putting a smile on everybody's face, giving them some encouraging words before the game, and hopefully, just hopefully, they can win, man. I'm not lying. They only lost one game that I went to, and I've been to 3 or 4 games this season. And so, it's definitely time for John the Liquidator to make a return back to the games. But with all that being said, man, I want to leave this live on a positive note, man. And the positive note is Guys, we got to always remember these are young men going through a lot, man. The nation is watching these young men play each and every Saturday, guys. Could you imagine being 18, 19 years old, knowing 10 million people is watching you, bro? 10 million people is watching you every single weekend, bro. How would you feel? You know, knowing that every Saturday somebody is watching you, 10 plus million, and then you got to deal with well-off media every single day, recording everything that you do. It could be a lot of pressure, man. Not trying to make any excuses about it, but it could be pressure on these young men. I feel like the season we already won, guys. Last year the team went 1-11. They gave up 500 plus yards. They couldn't find the end zone to save their life. But for them to be where they at today compared to where they was last year, it was a win-win situation. Coach Prime already won. The team already won. Now, maybe us fans may not be satisfied with the amount of games that they're winning, but they're competing, and it definitely looked like they're trying to win. You know, it definitely looked like they're trying to win. And so we can't, stop watching the team. We can't sit up here and get mad at the team because they're currently losing games. Y'all got to remember, this whole process was put together 9 months ago, a pregnancy. Coach Prime did this through a full pregnancy. Got an offensive line, got a defensive line. He done got 86 new guys, brought them into this locker room and said, hell, we going to have a football team. They didn't think they was going to win 2 games. We already won 4. This just year 1. Just like Coach Prime said, you better get me now. Because this the worst we going to be. So for all the haters, the naysayers, all the people on the internet talking their stuff, making their memes, you better get us now. Help is on the way. You better get us now. Because the L is not a loss. The L is the lesson. Because no matter what happened with this season, these young men that Coach Prime brought in here, these 86 young men, now everybody ain't going to be here next year. But think about how much we changed their lives. Think about how much we changed these young men's lives. A lot of these guys like Jimmy Horn Jr., guys like Xavier Weaver, guys went to UCF. These guys now nationally known on a big level. Think about how much we did help these guys build a brand. These guys are young men. They would have never in a million years thought they would get this much exposure. Now they're pretty much set for life. They're famous because of Coach Prime. And so let's not sit up here and be mad like we losing, when at the end of the day, it's about these kids and these young men making a difference in their lives. We giving them hope. A lot of these guys come from the inner city. We giving these young men hope that now they could possibly be something. Even if football don't work, they can maybe start a YouTube channel. They can maybe give their commentary, give their thoughts on different situations, because now they have a following. Guys like Jordan Dominic, guys like him. Now he has a presence. Now he has a following. This will last with them young men for a lifetime. Let's not forget the main thing. The main thing is always supposed to be the main thing, and that's about getting these young men to the next level. So what, we losing games? Think about how much the publicity and the stuff is helping these young men achieve so much more in life that they probably never thought they was going to ever reach in a million years. They winning. They winning because the world know their name now. The world know their name. Jimmy, Zay, Jordan Dominic, Miles Slusher, Shane Coates. Now they somebody. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that, bro. Because I feel like a lot of us, we be forgetting that. Because we're so focused on winning. But we the people has made these young men somebody. We already won. We won. Let's not forget that, man. We won. And it's up to them to figure out how they going to monetize off this. But I can tell you one thing, man. We won already. With that being said, it's your boy, John the Liquidator. I will be in Boulder next week. You don't want to miss it because you know I'm finna be lit. And until next time, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out.